Song, ready? The stars are light, are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Okay, that worked.
Okay, let's see it.
Well, what it is, YouTube, you know what it is. It's your boy, the Moose. Well, this genre, I wanted to do by itself. It needs to be done by itself. The other one was long-winded. So, what I wanted to do in my book is I wanted to show you a genre that I've been wanting to show for all you DJs out there that ever get a DJ gig, and it's a genre, must-have music. That's what we're doing. We're doing must-have music in your genre lists of what you have on hand. You can have it on hand, or you can have it. Do not ever listen to people to say that you just need 500 songs in your genre list and you need to delete the rest. Because guess what? If you get in my position and you're a DJ like me, music is in depth. What I do is I carry all my music on my laptop. All of it. It all gets carried everywhere I go in my crates. I have all this music I'm talking about on my laptop. That's why I went and got what I got. I got 1 terabyte of hard drive space, and it's devoted to music. It's not all devoted to music, but I don't just go and download music because I have to have music in my genre list. No. What I do is I specifically buy the music. I don't just download music because I have to have it. A lot of DJs will just go to these services and they'll just download a whole bunch of music. I did do that. But I like to buy my music specifically. If I can't find it at BPM Supreme, I buy it. I don't go to Apple Music because I'm not an Apple fan, and I will definitely tell you that straight up. I don't have Apple products because I don't trust them. I don't trust them because I can't pay for. I don't feel that I gotta pay for every app. 95% of the apps I need, I can get free off Samsung. So I am totally an Android user. My laptop is a Lenovo. So Microsoft, I'm Microsoft. You ever get a chance to watch a movie, watch Pirates of Silicon Valley, you'll understand what I'm talking about. They were all intertwined together, but they got separated because of the whole deal. That's right. They stole it from IBM. Anyway, we won't go there. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back into this. So we're going to talk about luau music. I have it all set up. Without further ado, let's go in and we'll talk. Physically, I have problems when I shoot videos towards my screen. So what I did was, a long time ago, I thought it would be a good idea to actually physically get my music list printed out. So I had printed all my genres out. I'm going to show you what it looks like. And I use this at parties. I tend not to use this at weddings. I pull the music list out and I set it on a table, and I let them go at it. Usually I'll put a request, I have a tablet sitting next to it, and then they can go ahead and fill it out, and then they hand me the tablet and I can go from there. I'm thinking about doing electronic. I'm not sure yet what I want to do with this situation, but I think I am going to go electronic with it in the future. But right now, as it stands, I'm just going to use this this format. But anyway, I'm going to show you, without further ado, I'm going to show you. Now, we went through country, so I'm not going to bore you with country, but we're going to go to a country, anything after country, anything after country. There's a couple crates that I'm really gonna go through and discuss for any new DJs out there that are thinking, what music do I need to get? Especially this big one that I'm gonna do. DJ Unstoppable, I did one a while back about a luau he did. Well, I'm going to get into my luau because my luau pool party, I have like 256, yes, it's deep. So I'm going to get into it. When I get into it, and the pronunciations of the music isn't going to be professional. There's a couple words in there that I can't pronounce, and I will deem that now. So when we get into the luau, trust me, I will go into the surf too, because surf and luau are two different. They're two different books, but I think they go together because surf being all Beach Boys and music like that. So that's, without further ado, let's get into my music. As you can see, I have a table of contents, and not to bore anybody, but this is what the customer would see usually at a meeting. I will take this to the meeting of the customer, especially when it comes to parties. As you can see, there are a host of different genres that I go through. These are just a few. Quick note, there are a lot of genres. There are genres within genres, and I will explain as I go through. As you can see, I got this folder. I had to update the folder. It is bigger, so it can go bigger. But each genre has a tablet. As you can see, everybody has a tablet that I have to go through and update. But anyway, so without further ado, let's get in this. We went through jazz. We went through the bridal march. We went through the Christian music I have. All this is different, the classic music, the country. As you can see, the country, we went through it. I want to get into the next one. Now, y'all, without further ado, there is a new genre. and it is called Country Rap. And I don't have the name of who sings it, but Old Town Road is in there, and we all know it's Lil Nas and Billy Ray Cyrus. So, and the next one I want to get into is cultural. When I get into this one I got because I wanted to show people that I know about the different genres. This genre happens to be, this is my South African genre. I call it cultural because it's multicultural. It's very pretty music. If you ever get into getting music, there are people that want to embrace their culture. So I went out there and I did a party actually where I used this music. I used this music and I used a lot of music, but a lot of twerk music was used and rap for this party. But I dipped into this crate a lot, and a lot of these guys, if you listen to their music, they're long music. It's infused music, so it's pretty much like, yes, very pretty. It's infused with jazz. It's just all over. It goes all over the genre. So it has its own thing. Let's get out and show you. Okay, so the first guy I have is Vila Kutu, a very unique King Saniada. I have a lot from him. Those are the two that I have because these were requested. As you can see, the different names of the songs to kind of show you what I'm talking about. They're very colorful. Merciful God, Congratulations, which is a beautiful song. These are all the last one, the Sucka Sucka Bum Bum. It's really good. It's a really good song. So we're not going to get into that. This is another genre that I have, disco. And I do a lot of them, and I will get more, but these are the popular. These are popular when you get into disco. These are popular, very, very popular disco tracks. Very, very highly rated to get these. The Bee Gees. Tarzan Boy is pretty good. But You're a Woman by Bad Boy Blues. How Can You Mend a Broken Heart? These are famous Bee Gees songs. This is actually off the Wedding Day album. They had an album where they did the Wedding Day. And then I got Staying Alive, which is very, 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 very popular amongst now I will say this, when you're doing a disco party, I don't have it in here, and I'm very mad that I didn't put them in here. And I have a whole album of ABBA. ABBA needs to be getting, you need to get albums from ABBA. Now, the Friends of Destruction are in the wrong genre. They're not disco. So I just want to let you know that. I put them in the wrong place. As you see the numbers to the songs, I actually have been updating my lists, and I've been taking the numbers out. This was the whole purpose of this, was to take the numbers out because I didn't want to people to see how many, what number of which or whatever. At first I thought it would be a good thing to have, but We Are Family by Sister Sludge, The Tramps, Disco Inferno, which is a real good song, YMCA by the Village People, very, 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 very popular. I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. But back up here, I want people to see this song here. Cheek by La Freak by Cheek. Must have that song. Saddle Up, Muscle by Diana Ross. Diana Ross is another cross genre. She is basically well-out actress. Singer. She goes. The Doobie Brothers are the same. They can hit the disco. Boogieland by Earth, Wind and Fire is a must-have. But like I said, Friends of Destruction, they're in the wrong genre. They need to be in, I forgot, I think it's hip-hop. But as you can see, I wonder if I Take You Home, Lisa, and Culture Jam. Very good. Baby Love by Mother's Finest. Baby Love, oh baby love. Going back to my roots, and Rose Royce, Car Wash. Very popular song. And like I said, these are songs that you need to get. You can find the link below to my website, and you can go and you can actually download the list of songs I have. This is folk rock. As you can see, the only one I have on here for folk rock is Sinead O'Connor. If you ever listen to Sinead O'Connor, you need to listen to it. You can picture why I put her here. That's the genre she falls under. She doesn't fall under now. This is another big genre I have. This goes with the disco. Is funk. Anytime that you do a disco party, you might as well rev this up. You need to make sure you have these. These are a make sure. Here's a pro tip. This is a very, very good genre to have, especially in the arsenal of being a new DJ, having a funk. Cameo is Word Up, is Camo is the first band that I come to, and then I do the Commodores. I got some from the Commodores. But what I am going to do is I am really going to get in depth with this next fellow. George Clinton. There can be a lot said on George Clinton. I will take a break to stop right here and talk about George Clinton. Back, I think it was back in 95, I met his It wasn't his daughter, but she claimed to be his daughter, RJ. And they gave out we gave out soup in the city at an organization called Food Not Bombs. And I remember one day, anyway, this is history with me. So I met them, and it was Pilot and RJ, and they would give out the soup. And I met them, and George Clinton at the time had a TV show on public access TV. And, well, anyway, I made instant success. I was there. What happened is they wanted to take the soup, and they were after the soup. The soup was being illegal because we were actually in front of we're actually in front of the city hall, and we were doing it there. That's where we were doing it. And I remember I didn't get naked, but I got down to my underwear, and I grabbed the American flag that I had, and I basically wrapped it around me, and I ran around the park because I wanted them to chase me instead of get the soup. And they did. I did what I was supposed to do. They ended up chasing me instead of the soup, but it's just something I had to say. It's being funny. Okay, so this is way before my DJ days. But anyway, so George Clinton, very, very popular man. He has songs that he swayed a lot of people. But not only did he sway a lot of people, he had very good company, because he invented funk. Him and the next guy I'm about to talk about. Boogie Nights by Heatwave. You Sexy Thing by Hot Chocolate. James Brown. James Brown is another one of the creators. More so than George Clinton. He's older, but and then Bring On the Funk by Jodeci. But this next man that I'm talking about is Prince. Prince and George Clinton had a relationship together. They created this funk, like big time. They're the creators of funk. The whole funk genre. James Brown is more R&B, but I put him in here because it's funky sound. But Prince, like I said, if you're ever into it, he basically created a lot of music. So anyway, so Prince is a must-have, and so is George Clinton. But then the band I want to talk to you about is what George Clinton did. He had a lot of influence in the community of music. If you're familiar with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, you get the style and the music from George Clinton, because that's where their style came from. Their style came from, it's infused funk with rock. So George Clinton helped create a different style of music. So he's a must-have. This song right here, though, I will never forget it. This is what started the whole deal. Atomic Dog, George Clinton. It was August. It was 2018. I did a 50-year-old birthday party for this gentleman. I forgot his name. But his wife was named Nicole. She wanted to not do a surprise party for him, but do a party for him. And she wanted to hire me to DJ. And this is one of the songs that she wanted me to put. Now, he was an original Alpha Dog. If you're familiar with that, that's a sorority. So, Google Alpha Dogs. Actually, I'll leave a link below on the YouTube link of what the Alpha Dog dance is. And you'll understand what I'm saying when I say that this man, 50 years old, surprised me because he got up and he boogied. And he danced like I could not dance. I wish I would have recorded it, but I just want to let y'all know that if you ever want real good sound advice on music in this genre of funk, let me know down in the comments section, and I can give you more insight. For new DJs out there, man, get into genres. Get into genres and get in depth, and that's why I'm getting in depth with you. I'm trying to help you, older DJs maybe. I'm trying to show you that being a DJ isn't just trying to learn how to scratch and do that, because that does come with it. But we got to get into the genres, because there are I'm gonna say this. Some music needs to be faded. It all can't be scratched in, so don't get this idea that you have to scratch all the music. It could be push buttoned, it could be done by words, it can be done by anything. So with that being said, let's get back into that. These songs right here are very good songs too, by Prince. These are songs that are must-have. Cream by Prince, Little Red Corvette, Let's Go Crazy, and then you must have The Time. Get The Time. The Time is worth it. The Bird is a song from The Time. And then you have Lowrider War. The luau music. Like I said, I was going to be getting into this depth a lot more and in depth with it. Now, as you can see, I have a lot. I have 3 pages. So bear with me, because if you're new to this DJ stuff, these are songs are out actually. These people you need to look up, because these are the ones that are going to actually do the most. And I will explain after. So, Bob Borsman. Bob Borsman starts everything off with this luau music. The music, the Hula Blues is a very good song. But you're gonna get, when you go to download the music, you're not gonna download all of it. what you're going to do is you're going to download pieces of it. What I would do is go somewhere where you can sample the music and listen. You're basically, when you do a luau, they're going to, especially if you do a traditional luau like I did, they're going to get in depth with you. And you need to pick their brain. If they don't know anything about luau music, this is where you're going to go to. Go to my link below, and I will have it all in there for you. The next person is Ledward Kapanana. Another good one. And then the Salisa Kapanana Kapanona. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing these wrong, because any Pacific Islander would probably shoot me if they found out that I was pronouncing the music wrong. But these are people that you need to get. As you can see, I got a lot of that. Another good song is here. It's done by the same person as number 33. It's called the 50 Cent song. You need to get this song. This is very, very crucial in the luau music. This is one of the songs that you need to play. You'll listen to it and you understand. And then they have Harlequin, and then they have Certain, and then another person they have in here is Don Ho. Don Ho is another person that you need to. Lover's Prayer is a song. Tiny Bubbles, it's very song popular from him. So, and then you have the Dua Lupa and the Gabby Picciani. New Rules from Dua Lipa. And Waka Okinaana is another good song. Like I said, these songs are the Following Sea by Don Ho is a very good song. Down by the Shack by the Sea is another good song. And then we're going to get into the next one. You're going to get this song, it's pronounced Ila by Gabby Puccini and the Sons of Hawaii. Love is the Real Reason to Believe by Hoppa. When you get into it, he sings Hawaii 5-0, but Hoppa is basically a good one to get into if you're gonna get the music. He goes all across the board with this music. Justin's Lullaby is another good song. So Hoppa is, as you can see, he takes the and then we're going to get into the next one, which is Kelly and Rachel. Kelly and Rachel, this Lihana Ikana Makana Yukana Iowa is a good song. And then, as you can see, I get into the depths. I just downloaded a whole album from them because they wanted a couple songs from them. So I just went and downloaded all the album. The next one is Na Leo. He has a bunch of songs, but I'll Be Here For You and Pineapple Express are the two famous songs from him. With a little help from my friends, he sings that song too, which is another good song to get from this artist. As you can see, the artist has a lot of good songs. Kalua, which is another one. And then we're going to get into the last of it. The next one we're going to talk about is Neely Shedek, Happy Birthday, Sweet 16. I use this at a lot of Sweet 16s. They love this song. It's a very popular song. I use it a lot. Paul Anka by Diana. It's got to get this song. Tapua, Chain in Your Hand, very Pacific Islander song. Now this Israel Kimono sang a very, very, very Pacific song. There's two of them. He sang Over the Rainbow and What a World, What a Wonderful World, and In This Life. If you get his music, get those three songs. And the White Sandy Beach is pretty good too. Well, it's all good music. Okay. This goes with it. Surf. And as you can see, I just have one album from the Beach Boys. But the big songs that are very popular by them is off the Luau, the Wipeout. I think it's the Wipeout album. I got the whole album. But, so anyway, that's pretty much, it says for itself. I put it under surf because different people see it differently. It wouldn't be considered luau, and it's not considered rock and roll. It's its own genre. Like I said, American music has lots of genres that just so exceed themselves. There it is. I hope you like what you saw. I know I did get in depth with it. And I hope that you can take the knowledge I gave you and use it. I'm going all over the board here, and it's a lot of music. Like I said, I'll leave a link below that'll take you to my website that has the link on it that you can actually download music. It gets into greats. It gets into them in depth so you can get an understanding. If you're a new DJ, it's overwhelming. It's very overwhelming. And if I would have found YouTube a long time ago, it's a pro tip. If I would have found YouTube a long time ago, I would have been able to see a lot of good stuff. And so if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. The bell, ring my bell, ring my bell. And that's another song I didn't have on there that it should have been in there, is Ring My Bell by Diana Ross. Anyways, So ring my bell. Hit my notifications and get my understandings. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the notifications. If you did not like what you see, I always say this. If you did not like what you comments, go ahead and leave the comment below of why you didn't like it. And we can work on it. I have a lot more to get into and in depth with the music. So be on the lookout for more of them. Be on the lookout for more videos from me. I am going to be posting a lot. We're on lockdown, so there ain't no DJing or little parties I got to go to or whatever. And hopefully we can get into the gigs soon. And then we can I am the next gig that I go to Bastrop, or I go to through Bastrop, or I go through to Bronzeville. I am going to take y'all on a trip. I am going to take you to Buc-ee's and let y'all see that gas station, because it is amazing, and I want to show you it. I'm going to do a Buc-ee's tour coming soon. If you don't know, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Peace.